itself is a silent song.
Oh, gamers. Music disc. We're back with Genshin Impact. Genshin. Ah, dude. I still can't believe Fontaine's out. This stuff's crazy. This stuff's crazy. Oh yeah, I bought the battle pass, lol. Oh, I need all of these. Because I haven't even done. Oh, free pull. You ready? Guys ready? For nothing? Yes, let's go. We love to see it.
For work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Oh.
What do you mean, Nino?
You're right.
You already knew I was gonna be playing Persona today. Whoa, sudden lighting change. Yeah, that's cap. That's cap. That is the biggest cap you've ever said. Why isn't my stream popping up on my phone? There it is. Weird champ. Let's go grab this waypoint. Lol. Like my game isn't loud enough. Dude, Nina. Alright, there is a... This looks like it's gonna be a quest chain. World quest. That's what that means. Is this the event? I think there's an event going on. I don't know, there's multiple. Okay. Oh yeah, let's see. I think I can do rep now when I get that out of the way. Oh wait, that's not a... That's Adventurers Guild. Although I should go here too. Looks like I have expeditions done. Wait. Oh, okay. I was like, do I only have 3 people on expeditions? Opaz and Numby. Where the frick was the reputation? Maybe it's right here. Oh no, I just saw it zooming in. I get started on that ASAP. Right way? Oh, going the wrong way. Got the steam bird. Truly spectacular weather today, no? It's literally nighttime. Yes, truly. If only the weather was this cooperative every workday, I should be quite merry indeed. Speaking of work, my dear, you are here to interview for the troubleshooter position advertised in our Tales of Humanity section, are you not? I am. Excellent. You didn't ask any questions about the title troubleshooter, and thus it can be surmised that Ethan's word choice, while eccentric, is simple and easy to understand. Putting that aside for the moment, would you like to know how I was able to correctly ascertain that you were here for the job and not seeking to ask for help in our Tales of Humanity section? Observation. Every citizen who comes to the Steambird seeking help appears anxious and jittery, but your steps are relaxed, your expression calm. Those who are fortunate are all the same. Those who fall victim to misfortune all have their own woes. But you needn't worry. Those who seek assistance from others via Tales of Humanity haven't run into any serious trouble, so it shouldn't be hard to handle. Have a look at this batch of commissions. Oh shit. Wait, let's unlock them. Crap. Looks like I gotta do some exploration, lol. Wind-powered wind generator. Seems legit. All you need to do is find some time every week to read through the submissions to Tales of Humanity. Pick out a few commissions you'd like to handle, and come find me to collect your payment. Some commissions are so drop-dead simple you wouldn't believe it, but you shouldn't underestimate the value of your work. For us, the problems in their submissions may appear to be easy and insignificant, but for the readers submitting their problems, they are like a splinter under their fingernails, impossible to remove or ignore. If we can help them extract these splinters, then in addition to the monetary rewards, you will also receive the respect and gratitude of the people, and your reputation among the citizenry will increase over time. When that happens, I will give you more complicated and important jobs. Please. Let me choke on my own saliva. Help everyone to achieve happiness and be a lighthouse illuminating on humanity. Such is the calling of our paper. Such are the feelings and aspirations of every publisher. No need for an interview? Your interview was complete before you even arrived. Don't be surprised, I have my ways. If I couldn't even manage that, how could I manage a newspaper? Alright, I've told you everything you need to know about this job. As for whether or not to take it, that's up to you. Think it over. Yeah, lady, yeah. The what? Oh yeah, I could also do Linny's character quest. Dude, I have so many world quests, oh my god. Oh yeah, just because the character's on a light cone doesn't mean that's what they're gonna be though. There's Zila on a preservation cone, I believe. And there's Hook on a nihility cone. There's still room for improvement here. The hammering force still isn't quite right. The materials used are all the same. So is this due to the difference in forging methods? One where the harder material is made into the outer layer and one where it becomes the inner layer instead? If that's the case, should the corresponding force be preset? Or should I make an adaptive mechanism that sets the force based on forging method instead? You know, this machine really is fascinating up close. The way it just clings on the metal by itself, at this rate, it feels like you wouldn't need a blacksmith at all. This machine isn't smart enough to not need a blacksmith yet. When you need to make something, there are still countless little details that need to be tuned, and the tempering and polishing needs to be done manually as well. However, one day I will turn it into a fully automated forge. Anyway, do you have a commission for me? That hinges on how well the autosmith can perform. Then I gotta show you what I've got. So you're the blacksmith too, and not just the boss? That's right, I wear both hats, wield both hammers. However you want to put it, surprised, huh? People who find out about me for the first time all end up making the expressions you're making right now. Where are the solid chunks of muscle on her arms? She's even leaner than the average person. Yeah, that's right. Can someone like that really work as a blacksmith? Those aren't Paimon's thoughts. Paimon just continued your hypothetical conversation without realizing it. Paimon moment. I don't know why you're so obsessed with getting their light cones. It's like there's so many good light cones. Why do you need the signature? No offense taken. Truth be told, letting someone as a freebie embody as I serve as a blacksmith is the main point of this machine. Humans can use tools, and exquisitely designed tools can make the impossible possible. Some say that all automated forgings are hollow and soulless, but if you ask me, the machine is just as much of a tool as a regular smith's hammer. Really, I would love to see those smiths knock metal into shape with their bare hands. Anyway, I digress. I'll forge a razor-sharp sword for you right away. But it seems like I've run out of materials. It appears we've used too much of our materials during the previous rounds of experiments. What should I do? Oh, Paimon knows. For the next phase, Paimon must pull on a mysterious lever. Once Paimon has done that, the forge will rattle and chime before transforming into a mobile mechanism that will leave to seek materials on its own. Automated material gathering machines. Feels like that would be a high-demand design as well, but how shall they differentiate between different forms of matter? Could they perhaps use the external reflectivity of surfaces to judge the properties of an object? Miss Estelle? Oh, apologies, I got distracted. As it stands, the Autosmith is just a hammering mechanism. It cannot transform nor roam on its own. All the materials it uses must still be delivered by human beings. Aww. But if you're interested, you can also give me any spare materials you have collected. When one is testing and tuning their Autosmith, there is always a scarcity of resources. In return, let me offer you some designs from this workshop. I smell trade secrets. How should I put it? To me, what matters isn't the product that is forged, but the tool used for forging. Letting the Autosmith work with different materials to procure more data sets will help the machine create better products down the line. The designs, contrarily, are of lesser importance. So we are interested in more than just forging materials. Feel free to bring over anything that you might think would be useful. It'd be funny. You aren't trying to scam us with some strange and useless designs, are you? What if the next time we're back, we'll just find an empty shop with no sign of you, the Autosmith, or the materials we handed over to you? No, that would never happen. This counts as a long-term partnership. In such relationships, nothing is more important than trust. I will make sure that the design will be of the highest quality. Besides, even if I could run, it won't be easy for the Autosmith to sprout legs and follow. That's a fair point. Well, that settles it then. Hope this partnership will benefit the both of us. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing what kinds of materials you will bring to the forge. I think that's how you unlock the weapons. I don't know if any of them are really good, though. Sword. When using an elemental skill, attack will increase by 12% for 15 seconds, and a bond of life worth 25% of max HP will be granted. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. When the bond of life is cleared, a maximum of 150 attack will be granted based on 2.4% of the total amount of life bond cleared. The hell does that even mean? Song of Stillness. Oh yeah, what was the stats on it? Attack and attack percent. After the whaler is healed, they will deal 16% more damage for 8 seconds. This can be triggered even when the character is not on the field. Huh. Claymore. After the whaler is healed, attack will be increased by 24% for 8 seconds. It will be triggered even when the character is not on the field. When using an elemental skill, all elemental damage bonus will be increased by 8% for 15 seconds, and a bond of life worth 24% of max HP will be granted. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. When the bond of life is cleared, every 1000 HP cleared in the process will provide 2% all elemental damage bonus up to a maximum of 12%. This effect lasts 15 seconds. I have no idea what that means. When the wielder is healed, restore 8 energy. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds and can occur even when the character is not on the field. Interesting. This one seems like it could have some potential use. Oh yeah, where is Celestia? I remember someone saying something about how Fontaine is like almost directly under Celestia. I don't think that's true, though. I don't see it. Although I am in the city. Let's go to somewhere that's not in the city. Celestia is fake. There it is. Well, I mean, if Fontaine extends out here, which I think it does. See, I'm interested how much we're missing because I'm pretty sure when we first heard about Fontaine, they said there was like a tea village or something in Leeway that leads to Fontaine. I'm wondering if all of this is going to be filled in. I'm also really wondering if this will connect to Fontaine, because this part has been interesting to me since 1.0 of the game. Honestly thought there was going to be a boss there. I still haven't even fought like a real battle here. There's a quest here on the bridge. On the path. That place is spooky. It's weird. It's been weird since 1.0. Not even gonna try to pronounce her name. It can't be. It can't be. What are you doing? No, I swear I didn't do anything. Please don't hurt me. What are you talking about? Why would we want to hurt you? I don't know, but I also don't know that you won't really hurt me. You're not making any sense. Oh, I've got it. It must be because I discovered your secret, right? I took the newspaper with your secret letter hidden inside it in the coffee shop. Or is it because I accidentally discovered your passphrase? Wait a moment, could it be that the fish I ate last night? I say the reason that the fish had so few bones is because you already deboned that fish. Yes, you wish to use the difference in number of bones in each fish to send a message, but I accidentally bought this one and brought it back home with me. What the heck is this guy talking about? This guy. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it. I won't hurt you. You really aren't out to hurt me? What's with you? We've only just met you. Why would we want to hurt you? Really? I'm glad. And I'm really sorry. How embarrassing. Oh my god. Nina, don't you dare. I've been working hard on a detective novel recently, but I still don't know what methodology the criminal should use to commit their crime. And because I'm always overthinking things, so now when I look at anything, my first reaction is to consider how it could be used to, you know, commit crimes. That's why I was so nervous just now. I truly am sorry. Maybe I have become what they call paranoid now. I was about to ride the aquabus into the city for a cup of coffee, but when I saw aquabus running, God, I can't read right now. I immediately saw countless possibilities, all the ways I could be killed on an aquabus. I simply didn't dare to board. You said yourself it was only paranoia. That may be so, but I simply can't stop thinking about it, and the more I think, the more afraid I become. I'll accompany you. Really? Amazing, but what if people who want to hurt me hurt you too? You just try to relax. Come on, stop overthinking it. No matter what the problem is, Tabor can handle it. Easy peasy. Dude, we seriously gonna help escort this lady on the fucking aquabus? I'm gonna laugh if we get attacked. The aquabus is just over there. We'll board together in a bit. Don't worry, Tabor, not here, bruh. Hey, why are you crouching on the ground holding your head? You hit your head or something? But there isn't anything here to hit your head on. Shh, get over here. Lie down next to me. It's dangerous here. Here we go again. This aquabus doesn't have any kind of barrier on top. If you place two poles on either side and run fishing line between them, then when the aquabus passes through, that fishing line will suddenly become a knife that... Ah, stop. Don't say anymore. No, you don't even need two poles. One would be enough. And if you hung up some fishing line on it with the hook just dangling there, then the people on the aquabus would naturally be hooked and left hanging in the air, and then... Not listening. Paimon's not listening. La 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 la. Bruh. After listening to her this whole time, even Paimon's getting kind of scared. Let's get off the aquabus as soon as we arrive at the station, alright? Yes, Paimon. You carefully disembark from the ship. Nothing happened and I'm still alive. Wonderful. Of course we're fine. We said it was all your paranoia. No, we still have not yet reached our destination. It is far too early for such a conclusion. What if... No, we must hurry just in case. Dude, what? This lady's got problems, bro. I'm just gonna jump down. Who needs the elevator? Oh, indeed. Yes, it is. Why are you hiding again? There's nothing around here. Can't you see that Gardamek? It's right in front of us. Is something wrong with it? Shh, quick, get out of there. What if it goes out of control? Or maybe its power core will suddenly explode, or someone controlling it remotely will use it to attack us. It looks completely normal to me. This is exactly what makes me so scared. A mecha that is operating normally suddenly losing control, and some poor unfortunate sop suddenly losing their life? Nobody would even be held responsible for such a thing. Perhaps the true culprit would never be found. No, it's simply too dangerous. It already left. You can come out now. What is my freaking Elgato light doing lately? It's pissing me off. Atomic Heart reference. What? Mechs? Phew, it didn't go out of control. Truly unexpected. Our lives have been spared yet again. That kind of accident just isn't possible. What I was thinking of was more of an intentional accident. Wait, but criminal events without a culprit, a crime that no individual will be held solely responsible for. That's it. Inspiration has struck. Quickly, quickly to the cafe. I must write this down. Hey, slow down. Aren't you worried someone will toss a rock and trip you up or something? Oh.
We're always running into her. What's she doing this time? Oh, looks like street interviews.
Looks like I hit Lenny's character quest accidentally.
I have a funny feeling that we might be in for an interesting time if we go check it out. Shall we?
No point worrying about the future. I'll take a guess. Take a guess.
The tea here just keeps getting more bitter.
What do you mean? I go outside like every week, bro, to go to work. Well, all right, that's true. Coffee's getting cold. Well, thank you, Tabor, and thank you for escorting me here. You say escort, but all we did was walk with you here. We didn't do anything. Nothing bad happened. Yes, it appears I really was overthinking it. This coffee is really great. So, do you think it's poisoned? Stop saying that kind of baloney. We finished drinking already and we're fine, right? No. Perhaps it's a special sort of poisoning. First, the poisoner mixes a kind of medicine into our coffee. Drinking that medicine alone will have no effect whatsoever on the victim. After we have finished our poisoned drinks and gone home, the poisoner will follow us. And as we sleep, he will enter our room and mix a second kind of medicine into your water bottle. The next day, after you're out and about, you'll take a drink from your water bottle. Then the two medicines will mix and react within your body. And then we'll... The sound of hurried footsteps suddenly draws near. My dear customer, just what are you saying? Coffee? Poisoned? Please do not make such jests in my establishment. Should your japes affect the other customers, I shall have to ask you to leave. Guejaro. Probably not right. Apologizes to Arouette. Probably also did not say that right. In a panic, and explains the situation. By way of apology, Guejaro buys another 3 cups of coffee. You watched him make the coffee this time. There's no way there could be a problem with it. Stop imagining things. I know, but I did find a lot of inspiration along the way. If I just put it all together, I'm sure I can think of how the perfect crime, one that leaves no trace, could be committed. After I finish writing this book, I'll be sure to send you a copy. But before that, let me finish this cup of coffee. Tabor, do you think? Is it at all possible? Shut it! Can this cup itself have poison on it? Bruh. I think it's mostly France. Oh gosh, I wonder what this world quest chain is gonna be. If it's as long as the Aranara one, bro, I swear. How the fuck do I get up there? I could just teleport up there, but I don't want to teleport because I'm listening to the banger. Where's the elevator, lol? I guess I could use I guess there's an elevator in the center, I think. Nino, did you even do the Aranara one? Like, why would you even care if you don't do the world quest anyway? I thought you only had to do, like, the beginning of it, so that you could get that one NPC.
No, wait. Looks like 4.
Where the fuck am I? This place is a maze. I'm just gonna teleport. Virgil. Holy shit, Devil May Cry? I must say, the weather today is simply wonderful. You are quite the beautiful young lady. Virgil at your service. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Tabor at your service. A pleasure. Paimon's Paimon and is at your service too. Ah, such elegant names. Welcome to the court of Fontaine. It is truly an honor to meet the two of you here. Paimon can't stand much more of this. How'd you know we are not from Fontaine? With a glance, it is obvious that you're Oh, is he about to call us uncivilized? What a bitch. That you're unsatisfied with being bathed in the soft lights of the city, but feel the call of the wild, which will never be illuminated by bright city lights. Yes, just like the heroes in the operas. Okay. Simp? Yeah, that's totally true. Tabor is an adventurer too, and add Astra Abasask and all that jazz. I knew it. Those of the Adventurers Guild are beggarly. Beggarly? Courageous warriors begging with all their heart to unlock the deepest mysteries of the world. They wake with their eyes to the stars above and sleep with their back to the abyss below. Where there is an unknown domain, there is an adventurer who simply must explore it. Bravery bursting beyond the brim. I could not help but notice how your gaze is focused on many things. Perhaps you wish to study our sublime arts, our intricate clockwork mecha, or our advanced civic culture. Meh, it's okay, I guess. Amazing. Paimon didn't even notice the decorations, but Paimon did notice that Fontaine has a ton of delicious foods that she's never seen anywhere else. Not bad, isn't it? We have a long and glorious tradition of gourmet culture in Fontaine. Naturally, the two of you must often take your meals in the great outdoors, and thus are unfortunately limited in your ability to sample the breadth of Fontaine's superb cuisine. Unable to experience the luxurious richness that is leisurely afternoon tea with a few pastries. You don't look that rich. Damn. You should know, my dear friend, that true wealth is never flaunted in something as shallow as outward appearances. Hey Tabor, let's get back on topic. Paimon thinks that Virgil has a commission for us. Most excellent, my two exceptional friends. Have you heard of the Lillacrucis treasure? Nope, haven't heard of it. Then please allow me to explain. This is a legend of a lost treasure that has been passed down in Fontaine for centuries. Once there was a secret society called the Lillacrucis Forum that was able to attract a great many of the rich and influential. Though they humbly call themselves a forum, their actual plan was to overthrow Fontaine itself. In the end, their conspiracy was exposed, and the distinguished members of the forum engaged in a thrilling battle with the Mason Gardenage, but were ultimately defeated in the climactic showdown. However, my dear friends, you must know that they were once the richest and most famous in all of Fontaine, and they must have gathered a tremendous amount of wealth. Yeah, they definitely did, and they must have a huge treasure vault somewhere. And when you open it, whoa, it's overflowing like with nothing but gold shining like the sun. Correct, they wish to overthrow our beautiful Fontaine, and to do so they must have amassed a fortune so vast they could literally be said to have more money than Morax. However, this wealth was never found. And so that means as long as we can find the Lillacrucis treasure, we will also be filthy rich. God, I can't read. Fontaine's filled with Redditors. Why? Because he said forum? Excellent deduction, my dear Paimon. With that fortune and control of synth. Anyway, after a lengthy investigation, I have discovered the location of the Lilia Cruz's, it's probably Lilia Cruz's, whatever, forum's headquarters. It can be found amidst the underwater ruins outside the city. He acts like a Redditor? How? Really? What do you think, my dear Paimon Tabor? I hereby sincerely extend an invitation to both of you to become my partners and dive beneath the waves to search for the lost treasure. Even though Fontaine's water is different from elsewhere, Paimon can never forget how she was drowning before being rescued by you. Never fear, I am here. Yeah, you'll save Paimon again for sure. If that's settled, please allow me to prepare diving equipment for the two of you. I should have the correct sizes. There's no need. Ah yes, I remember vision holders may dive freely into our waters. But if it's you, dear Tabor, of course I do not doubt your abilities. Tabor is a famed adventurer, and she must be very aware of her limits. But it just so happens that I do not share the same capabilities, so I will have to rely on our homegrown technology to keep myself alive. Be that as it may, shall we begin? Yes, please lead the way. Your wish is my command. Please follow me. Our destination is not far from the court of Fontaine. You arrive with Virgil at a place that seems a bit deserted. Virgil is wearing gear that looks difficult to something. I don't know. Wow, it looks heavy and so hot and stuffy. Actually, you can place mist flowers wrapped in cloth inside to lower the temperature. As for the weight, well, just put it underwater. There's no time for delay. Let's go, my friends. Friends? I don't know about that, bro. You know, I would love to see what you look like in that gear. Please take extra care in your investigation, you two. Nearby bodies. Oh, God. Sometimes I really wish that show was voice acted, lol. Whee. I like how they censored the frickin' upskirts and underwater too. Hoyoverse. Hoyoverse. XW. Woo, Mora! Because that's what I need. I need Mora. There seems to be a space down below. Please wait, you're going too fast. I suppose you aren't run-of-the-mill travelers. Huh? Paimon didn't think there'd be underwater ruins like this. Behold the ruins of the Lilia Cruz's Forum. Well, it's become a sanctuary for all kinds of aquatic life now. Alright, Tabor, it's time to try that. Try what? Shoot, I don't have an ability right now. Should have, got the Ray. Take the Ray's ability. Come here, bitch. Thank you. Holy shit, a treasure chest? And I missed. Smooth. Oh, a treasure chest. Blue! Oh, do I need to cut this? Ah, I see. Adi. I was gonna say, don't I need the shield guy? I have him now. Break the rock. This. Oh. Aura! Because that's what I need. If only I could convert my, I need a key. If only I could convert my Mora into credits in Star Rail, lol. Alright, so I need a key from somewhere. Oh, I can cut that. Woo! What was the point of that? Oh my god, all hail the magic conch. Dude, I can't wait till the sun goes down. It's so freaking hot in here. I'm dying. I'm dying. Does cutting all these do something? It's got it, right? It's got it, right? I am confused. I like not following the quest line. Oh, did I go too fast? Did I go too far? Did I miss? The key. Maybe not. Absolutely, maybe, most definitely. It's absolutely soaked. Do you need to collect these things? God, dude, I really wish this stuff would be voice acted. Like, I don't care if the whole quest isn't. Just make it so that the freaking text at the bottom of the screen is. Dude, my light is driving me crazy. Like it's not getting enough power. Or something. I don't know. It's weird. Because it's directly plugged into an outlet. So it's like, it shouldn't be having power problems, I would think. The key would be here. There we go. Long ago, my dear Paimon, my companions and I were stopped dead in front of the gate ahead. It's good that you met us then, isn't it? Well said. It is my good fortune indeed. It's so fucking pretty. High pressure water vent. As the name suggests, it's a high pressure water vent that can spray out underwater currents and move characters or certain objects. When you have the armored crab shield through an armored crab, you can resist the current's propulsion. Bruh. Audio. Yeah, but do I need to block it? Lol. Why is there a guy from Sumeru here? Interesting. That is very curious indeed. Oh, can I not break that? A dangerous underwater life that can fire energy bolts at nearby characters. Holding down the armored shield can allow it to absorb attacks and release them as energy bolts, giving your attackers a taste of their own medicine. Ah! That's cool. So interested in why there's the things from Sumeru here. My god, Atroculus! These mechanisms, you ran into them before back in the deserts of Sumeru. Indeed. The people from this forum or whatever also research stuff in Sumeru. How unfortunate. Seems the path forward lies beyond this door. Anyway, I'll go up and have a look. We'll go too. Maybe there's treasure. Ancient log. The assigned assistant doesn't seem to be very reliable. At the moment, it doesn't look like the power sources of those war machines can be used. Their cores are far too dangerous. I'll get them to seek out other such mysterious machines. No progress worth reporting today. Went out under the watchful eyes of my adoptive father to look for inspiration at sites which battles took place. Ran into Ren and Jacob. The assistant doesn't... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna freaking mess with my light again. No idea why I would be doing. Ugh. This doesn't seem reliable. Caused some accidents, just another obstacle to overcome. This kind of machine with the seemingly arbitrary external form is quite interesting. Research will focus on their power source. Research the prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off. Asked on for help. Recommended Ren and Jacob to the director of the institute. Researched prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off. Asked on for help. Suggested she join the institute, but she wasn't interested. Researched prime energy machines. My assistant still isn't back. I'll go pay a visit. Found Ren and Jacob's adoptive father with my own adoptive father's help. The supplementary prime energy machines have arrived. Should be able to make progress now. Assistant seems to be in good spirits. Probably just a minor illness. Researched prime energy machines. Ren and Jacob joined the institute. They've been assigned to my project. Field research today. Interesting machine statue. Research prime energy machines. Research prime energy machines. My adopted father visited, but I was too busy to host him. An scolded me. I'll remember to apologize next time I see him. Researched prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off. On the threshold of a major breakthrough. Assistant took the day off. I was too busy to visit, and An scolded me. I'll go tomorrow. On the threshold of a major breakthrough. Forgot about the visit. Am sorry. Will invite everyone to go with me. Took the day off. Assistant took the day off. Went to visit. An idea. A virtual neural network based on the vast quantity of thinking units instead of logic trees. A camera? Let me just die real quick. Research prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off. Research prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off. Research prime energy machines. Ran and Jacob went to begin conducting their own research today. Assistant took the day off. A breakthrough. Patent application process is too annoying. Forget it. Assistant's condition seems okay. Still a little worried. Considering the gap in medical technology, advised assistant to go to Samara. Took the day off. Researched machine kinematics next. Must make materials list. Visit. They say a bigger lab has been prepared for the kinematic experiments. But I've decided to move on for now. Or not to move for now. Visit. Been urged to move the lab several times, but if the lab is moved, my assistant might not be able to find it. A pain. Visit. Move my lab. Huh. How will we open that door and proceed onward? Ooh, so this is the forum you were talking about. There are so many books everywhere. They must really have been dedicated to studying and conducting research. I never would have guessed that there was a secret society plotting to overthrow the government of Fontaine. As the saying goes, dear Paimon, knowledge is power. This is especially true for the Lilia Cruises Forum. You should understand that with great knowledge comes great power, and once great power is yours to command, there will only be one path left for you. Paimon doesn't think that logic really holds water, but you're the local, not Paimon, so Paimon will trust what you know, that you know what you're talking about and leave it at that. They seem to have been researching some amazing things, though. We've already seen plenty of stuff that obviously isn't from here on the way. These things are pretty annoying. Last time we saw them was in the deserts of Samara. Well, knowing their extensive resources, it couldn't have been too hard for them to get their hands on these kinds of things. After all, this is the fabulously wealthy Lilia Cruises Forum we're talking about here. But we've also explored lots of domains and seen more than our fair share of cool things during our adventures. If that's so, then I presume you've also found a lot of treasure. You presume correctly. How fascinating. I mean, what a terrific achievement. I expected nothing less from the two of you. It's too bad that this place is completely flooded. It really feels like a lot happened here, and they made a lot of important discoveries. The water levels of Fontaine have risen before, and according to the folks at the Fontaine Research Institute, they will rise again in the future. Perhaps one day all of Fontaine will disappear beneath the waves. Wow, that'd be terrible. All that delicious food drowned and lost forever? Anyway, let's hope nothing like that will happen in the future. The future? Who cares about that? I'll be long dead before then. So why should I worry about the people alive then? What do the people in Fontaine of the future have to do with me? I would pay my respects to my family and friends. After all, they raised me and have done many things for me, but have the people of the future done anything for you, for me? So what do we owe them? Isn't that right? That's what I might have said about the issue of the flooding if I lacked both patriotism and a sense of civic responsibility. Pretty abominable. Anyway, sorry for digressing. There should be a way to open the door below. Let's take a look around and see if there are any clues or keys. I'll also try to see if I can find anything in the associated files, my dear friends. Artifact! It was a sign of the same lab. I was nervous at first, since everyone said that he was a child prodigy. The disasters such people are even more precious. I thought that since he's a star of the Institute and was recommended by the higher-ups, he'd be full of himself, but he's much better than I expected. He's just not especially nice or anything. No obvious symptoms. I made a huge mistake and knocked over an ancient geometry machine that took a lot of effort to bring back from the desert ruins. But then the machine came to life and messed everything up. Though he's a lot younger than me, he's really smart. I can't believe that that's how he managed to tame the machine. Maybe taming isn't the right word. Maybe the other engineers will look down on me for using it. But it really did feel like taming. I know the current clockwork machines pretty well, so I can tell the huge technological gulf between the two. Ignoring structure if we can't solve the problem source problems, and it'll be difficult to make any meaningful progress. But I still have to be careful. I've never seen Elaine angry, and I don't want to find out what he looks like when he gets angry. A few minor symptoms have appeared. Took the day off. I can hardly believe it. Elaine came to visit me and even brought his sister. She's cute and not afraid of strangers. I'm so happy. We discussed the idea of a thinking machine based on gems and tape circuits. I used the word discussed, but actually I just said things like, "Oh," or "That's really amazing," or "How will you do that?" whenever he paused. And didn't make any real contributions. He was really into it though, and he behaved very differently than he usually does in the lab. His little sister is probably way smarter than me, a research assistant. I guess it isn't that boring when it flares up, but I want to return to the Institute to help as soon as I can. The additional machines got here. The previous ones are no longer usable since they were completely dismantled. But it did clear up a lot of things, at least according to him. Something about it being driven by the elements in the ley lines, but we can't recreate it with our current level of industrial precision and material science. I helped with compiling the report. There's so much I couldn't understand. Apparently lots of people are secretly unhappy that Elaine has more research resources than them. But if you ask me, everyone's smarter than me and they should all get along. That way we can make the world a better place. His sister said that some of their friends are joining the Institute. I'm looking forward to meeting them, no obvious symptoms. Joined the lab as new partners, but now I'm even more confused by their conversations. Why is it that I can understand every word on its own, but once they string them all together, I can't make heads or tails of it? Jacob is really the only one even close to being on the same level as me. I feel ashamed just writing that, as an adult looking for reassurance from a child as young as Jacob. I feel like I've lost all the self-respect that adults should have. Based on their research on prime energy machinery, seems like they decided to adopt this name, Elaine and Ren are thinking about trying to use the characteristics of Auja and Numa to construct a new kinetic one. A few minor symptoms. I may have made a contribution. Well, maybe. I went on a picnic with Elaine and his sister Ren and Jacob. Oh, Elaine, his sister Ren, and Jacob. It was technically supposed to be a field research, but the idea came from Elaine's sister and me. We thought they didn't have any life at all outside of the research, so we asked the Institute's director to arrange something. Petrichor is quite boring, but the scenery is quite nice, since you can see the Great Waterfall. I brought a camera from the Institute to take photos for them. I hope there are more outings like this one in the future, so I can take more photos of his sister especially. After all, Elaine is always working and can't be with his sister as she grows up. So these photos will come in handy later when he regrets not spending much time with her. Then he'll be able to see how she was at different times and it won't sting so much. If only my family had enough money for a camera and things didn't go wrong. I'm sure my mom would have taken lots of photos of me. Ren and Jacob like Elaine's sister a lot, too. When the four of them hang out, she sometimes acts like an older sister to them, despite being the youngest. It's a really interesting dynamic. Seem to be interested in the ruins and the stone statues here. Ren also mentioned something about a troop and seals. Even though we went out there to have a bit of fun for once, they were still thinking about research. No obvious symptoms. Took the day off. Elaine's sister came to see me with Jacob. Elaine and Ren couldn't make it because their experiment is at a critical stage. They didn't have to tell me any of that though. After all, with my limited abilities, that I was able to help at all is already fulfilling. I heard that Elaine and the Institute's director came to see me separately while I was unconscious. I feel bad that they came all this way for nothing. I wasn't even awake. Still, taking time off, but I hope to go back and help them soon. I found out that they were graduates from Cruz Institute, and that made me really happy. They talked about the director and the vice director, as well as their adventures, and it made me feel like a kid again. The only detail that didn't make sense was the cake the vice director made, because it felt like punishment when we had it. After the disaster, I lost contact with pretty much all of my friends. I'm so happy that they were able to find each other again. I wonder how my friends are doing. They're probably trying to rebuild the Cruz Institute. Next time I'll go check it out. Talking about the thinking machine again, I had an idea about making a thinking camera that it would take photos of those precious to him while he's busy. He thought it was kind of pointless, but that it had security and surveillance applications. They did it. The light bulb came on. I was lucky to have recovered it in time to witness this historical moment. It's quite a pity, but I hope Ren and Jacob will make the breakthroughs of their own in their own research topics. I also hope they get better assistance than me. No clear symptoms. Took the day off. There were several visits while I was unconscious. It's a shame. All I could do is read the letters they left behind. Jacob left me a note inviting me to his and Ren's lab. There's something they want to talk to me about. I hope I can get out of bed soon. An brought flowers for me, but they had already wilted by the time I woke up. Took the day off. I was able to get out of bed today. This is where I first met Elaine. For a time afterwards, my first time standing here, I documented the experimental procedures and phenomena based on his oral descriptions. He was trying to start up the machinery below in an ill-fitting lab coat. Ren and Jacob later entered through that door, and Elaine would temporarily forget to act the young genius and rush towards them like an energetic kid. I found myself witness to the first successful controlled annihilation reaction. The brilliant light cast a deep, dark shadow, and I believe history was made in that moment. Can someone like me, so excited I knocked over the ink bottle, play a role in such an historical event? Behind the locked door on the other side is Ren and Jacob's lab. It seems access was limited due to the dangerous nature of their research. They are destined to become towering figures in history. I guess Elaine has moved to another lab. Based on his plan, once the energy problem was solved, he would study kinematics. I'll go greet him later. I wonder how An is doing now. I wonder what kind of beautiful woman she will grow up to be. I'll stop writing here. I don't have much time left. I hope everything goes well. Pneumasia block. Energy blocks can be naturally occurring or artificially created and separated into pneuma blocks and auja blocks. After collecting an energy block, your next normal attack or normal charge or plunging attack will, upon hit, release the energy stored within them. This will come in handy when adventuring places like Fontaine. With the aid of these energy blocks, characters can unleash pneuma or auja energies even while underwater. Most characters from Fontaine have an arc, and thus can use their attacks to trigger energies corresponding to their arc attribute underwater without the use of pneumosia blocks. Need to hit the opposite one, right? Yeah. Brilliant. Now we can continue further into the Institute's depths, as expected of a seasoned adventurer. Aren't we investigating the forum? So is it a forum or an institute? Sorry, I misspoke. And forgive me for asking this out of the blue, but did either of you ever run into anyone who was looking for me? Or did you tell anyone else about our encounter? Paimon doesn't think so. What's wrong, Virgil? Do you owe someone a ton of mora? No, of course not. It just occurred to me that I should let you know that there are many greedy goons who are also after the Lilicrus Forum's secret treasure. They're very different from us. They're willing to do anything to achieve their goals, so I've always refused to work with them. As I know the most about the treasure's whereabouts, they have met me in their sights. I've spent a long time hiding from their prying eyes and looking for partners I can trust. It is my luck to have finally met you two, my dearest friends. Huh? So what's going on? In any case, I'm just relieved to hear that you never told anyone else about me. Phew. I just know I picked the right people to be my partners. Only your best friends can be relied on to keep your secrets. Yep, don't worry, Virgil, we won't tell anyone else about you. I have complete confidence that you will never ever tell another soul about me. Are you gonna kill me, bro? Let's go, the treasure's waiting for us. Yep, here we come, treasure. Ooh. Crap, I don't have an ability. Oh. Alright. Holy shit, go!
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Oh, we need a key.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds come.
Oh. Good heavens, Tabor, you certainly have a way with these mecha. Phew, we must be getting close to the treasure. After all, we've already run into the guards. Though Fontaine's achievements are as numerous and dazzling as the stars in the sky, the clockwork mecha are undoubtedly the most exquisite of them all. Though perhaps I shouldn't overpraise one of the most exquisite. You must have traveled via Aquabus when you visited the court, correct? Tell me, you've seen the intricate steambird as well. In Fontaine, even blacksmithing is done by mecha. Why, the mason gardenage didn't even have to lift a finger to beat me up. They just sent out some Gardamex. It hurt so much, there was no choice but to submit. Beat you up. I mean, beat up the bad guys. Why would they ever beat me up? Bro, this guy's so sus. Well, if mecha are already so advanced, then surely the people of Fontaine don't need to do anything for themselves anymore and can just leave everything to machines. Oh, that's a good one, my dear friend. You're just adorable. It's a lot cheaper to hire a human than buy a clockwork mecha. Or to put it in another way, no one and nothing can infringe on Fontaine citizens' right to work. Why don't you show him that trick of yours again? Beep, construct beep. How fascinating. In any case, though, I think everyone would agree that humans and machines are not the same. Though all the places we've been have their own charm, too. It's not like Fontaine is just better than everywhere else, right? My friend, surely you cannot be serious. How can there be any place in Tavat that's better than Fontaine? Paimon was just trying to say that other places also have are really special, too. Virgil, have you ever set foot outside of Fontaine? My dearest Paimon, you should know that there's an old saying in Fontaine, all waters lead to Fontaine. Not the people of Fontaine who should go out and see the world, but all the world who should come and witness Fontaine's glory. Don't get it backwards. People really say that? Of course they do. Anyway, my friends, why don't we keep going? Treasure's still waiting for us deep inside these ruins. Yeah, let's go, Tabor. Bro, I'm so freaking hot. I hate summer. I hate summer.
Speed of light.
Wind strike.
Commit it to memory.
What the hell is going on with them? The reflections are acting weird.
Don't blink.
My god, Sealy! Our first Celia Fontaine! It's a water vader. What elevator? Oh! where I came from. Oh, there's treasure right in front of us, Paimon.
Everyone hold hands.
That's everything. On to the next.
Oh, is that all? Oh. Beat the ruined guard and find a way to open the door. Hey, why is there a ruined guard
That's
here?
everything. On to the next.
So it must be the same one mentioned in the files. What files? Nothing. I meant the description I read from the steamboat.
Got lucky that time.
This is dangerous. I'll leave it to you.
Rest and revamp. Speed of light. Yeah.
Lol. There's an even bigger ruin guard. Greater. According to my research, this should be the treasure vault of the Lilia Crucis Forum. The riches we seek should be within. Whoa, a treasure vault? Doesn't look like a vault at all. I thought the vault would be full of glittering mora as dazzling as the sun. You should know, my dear friends, that just as the truly wealthy do not flaunt it in anything as shallow as appearances, real treasure. Oh, Paimon knows what you're about to say. The real treasure was the friends we made along the way. No way, dude. I was about to say that the real treasure is not so easily revealed, but you're also exactly right, Paimon. I have to say, I could have come up with something so wise and philosophical. Regardless of the purpose of our expedition, regardless, the purpose of our investigation is to uncover the treasure that Institute has hidden away for centuries, and I am convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that the treasure is hidden in this room. So let's hurry up and find it. Dude, it's so freaking hot. Like, it's not even that hot, bro. Well, it is, but... are you sure? Paimon doesn't see anything in there besides a few broken ruin mechanisms. Your words wound me, my friend. We're partners who are seeking the Institute's long-lost treasure together. You really doubt me? Okay, so... Is this a forum or an institute? Ah, about that. Let's just say that different records refer to it differently. But my dear Tabor, the name isn't the important thing. Oh, we should keep our eyes on the prize. What we are talking about isn't merely a matter of hundreds of thousands or even millions of mora, but a vast secret trove of hundreds of millions of mora sleeping within the vault. Hundreds of millions of mora? And there are other priceless items in the vault too. Like, there's the all-powerful Lilia Crucis Holy Sword, which can pierce through armor and destroy the soul itself. A magical item powerful beyond compare. Whoa, Paimon had no idea, and all this is in the vault? Precisely, and if you ask me, every moment that we spend bantering here increases the risk of us being beaten to the treasure by all sorts of scrupulous ruffians who will stop at nothing to steal it. We can't let that happen, it's our treasure. See, then you get me. Then in that case, Tabor, Paimon, please go forth and recover the treasure. Make sure to watch the rear. Let's just go, what's the worst that could happen? What are you saying, Tabor? If we don't beat the bad guys for the treasure, they might try to take it from us, or force us to split it with them. I'm not worried about that. Paimon understands. You're worried that the vault might be protected by some sort of mechanisms, right? Yeah, there's always traps at the end, Virgil. What's wrong, Tabor? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't worry, I won't let anyone get through. Oh, and please let me know when you find the treasure. Monte Carlo meta. It did do a lot of damage. But I think that maybe because it was at Markov chain times 5. I guess we don't really know how it works though. We'll see. We'll see how it works. And I wonder if it works with like Synthos. But now that you mention it, this Lilia Cruz's forum really did a lot of research, didn't they? We saw so many cameras along the way. They were probably used to record the results of their experiments, right? And there's also a notebook here too. Let's see. Yep. It's hard to make out a lot of the words. It says, when something goes out of control, break something else. Something so damage can be controlled. True. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. See, I had a feeling it was gonna be Monte Carlo, but I was really hoping that it was gonna be Thorn. But that's just my selfish reasoning. Where's the Thorn catalyst, Bungie? Paimon just sure hopes this ruin thing isn't going to suddenly stand up. It's just a ruin crater. We can handle it. Paimon's not worried about you being strong enough. Paimon's just scared that you'll break the treasure in the middle of the fight. We don't even know where, if there's a treasure here to break. There has to be. There is, right? I can't believe Thorn hasn't got a catalyst yet, to be honest. Even if it did like the same exact thing as Lumina, I wouldn't care. A Siva catalyst for Osteostria, so like another catalyst basically. Kind of like our craftable exotics from the exotic missions. This machine, why does it look kind of familiar? This is from Inazuma. Why does this place have so many things from other regions? I think we've seen it before. Well, since this order brought all kinds of mechanisms from other nations to this place, this is probably something they hauled over from some distant ruin as well. Paimon just had a scary thought. What if the so-called treasure is just their research findings and has nothing to do with piles of Mora at all? Knowledge has value too. Yeah, you're right, Tabor, but Paimon still wants Mora. If we had hundreds of millions of Mora, we could build a pretty house and invite all our friends over, just eating great food and having fun day after day. We can already do that with this Serena teapot, Paimon. Holy free artifacts. Can I swim in here? Let's see a Hydroculus. There's a glass wall here, and it seems like there's a bunch of water behind it. Look, there are cracks in the glass. Yeah, that looks dangerous. If the glass suddenly breaks, who knows where we'll get swept off to. Find the treasure quickly and get the heck out of here. Did I break it? The ruin grader gonna wake up and break it? Huh? What's that sound? Virgil, what's going on? I'm so very sorry. I made a terrible mistake. It was only during our expedition that I realized this wasn't the former grounds of the Lilia Cruz's forum, but rather the ruins of the Institute of Natural Philosophy. There's no treasure here, but there are lots of experiments on machinery and energy. And now, my dearest friends, another experiment is about to begin. As for treasures, it would be wrong to say there aren't any here at all. As seasoned adventurers, I'm sure you've accumulated quite a bit of Mora and other precious items over the course of your journey. I'll return after the conclusion of the experiment and collect the treasures you are sure to leave behind. Ah, and don't you worry, my friends, I'll be sure to put them to good use. I knew he was bad, lol. Virgil, you lied to us, I'm not surprised at all. So you knew, and still decided to step into my trap. You're the kind of person I despise the most, so arrogant and disdainful. You blasted fools all treat me like an idiot. Even a couple of foreign whatever. According to the records here, this machine is a special ruin grader. No matter how good you are, even if you can handle ruin guards, you're still only made of flesh and bone. As to what makes it special, I'll leave you to find out in your own good time. Goodbye, my dear partners. But Tabor, get ready. Holy shit, it was a trap. Who could have ever guessed? Somewhat uncooperative research subject.
Don't blink.
One with nature.
I'm gonna just use my incredibly strong built characters that will just destroy this guy.
With sword
Alright,
shadow.
win.
Incoming. Hey.
What? This ruin machine really is something special.
Don't blink.
As one with wind and cloud.
This way through the loop. Thrust and rebound.
I feel like I read something, but I can't reread it apparently.
Incoming. Hey.
Oh yeah, the glass wall, okay. Holy shit. Under the relentless assault of the raging waters, the ruin greater ceases to function. What about Paimon? Paimon drank so much water. Paimon's so mad. I think that Virgil would be someone like that. Good thing we managed to escape that way. Who knows what might have happened otherwise. Once we are out of here, we're gonna find him and settle that score. Paimon can't believe he put us in danger like that. I like this current. Just pushes us along. Paimon didn't think there'd be buildings like this underwater. It looks like the rising water levels have caused a lot of damage to Fontaine. People used to live here, right? Paimon gets a little sad thinking about that. Must be harvestable romarine. Wait, what? Yeesh. I don't know, but it's cool. I like it, Paimon. Light, Tabor. Paimon sees light. Yeesh. Dude, we finally got out. God, Paimon's pissed. Holy shit! I don't think I've ever heard Paimon cuss. What? Holy shit. Paimon's pissed, bro. Paimon's pissed. Holy. Bro, no way I missed that. Yeah, all three, don't I? Okay, let me align them. My god, a Hydroculus, no way. Dude, so what? I'm dying. I'm dying. Got it. Sealy. Neato. We got a farm buzzard. Nah. Bitch. I don't even know if breaking all these does anything. Oh, it did. What do you know? Bro, I'm never getting the nav. What are you talking about? Bungie told me no. Forever. Can I... Is there blocks down here, or do I need to switch to... Oh, shit. What? Oh, God. Hit me. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that only blocks one hit, I guess. Oh, God. Okay, I gotta stop fucking with these guys. Oh my God, dude. Dude, I'm doing no damage. What? Right, the link? Aha, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just supposed to dodge until they do that. Ow! Shit, dude. I don't know why I even attacked. Okay. Well, they just pretty much wiped my entire team. Nahida! I guess I should probably go to a statue of the Seven. How? Okay, I can just swim to it. Sweet. Go get this this domain. Crystal fly. The crystal flies are underwater here, huh? Shit, was there a waypoint I didn't get? Well. Yeah. Oh my god, it's like Lil Lindora! Oh, it's a little oceanid. Ah, you there. You look most reliable, good knight. Please help us. You certainly do look reliable enough. The evil minions of the fell dragon Narcissus have surrounded Petite Chow. We must help her. Petite Chow? Narcissus? Never mind these weird names. This seems serious. Let's get over there and lend a hand. Thank you. My name is On. Oh, it's On! Okay, we read about that in the thingamabobber. In those notes. A member of the Narcissus Cruise Adventure Team. Please come with me. Well, after the Narcissus Kingdom, I don't know, the End Kingdom, we banded together to rescue Princess Lyris and reclaim the realm. That's the basic answer, anyway. That doesn't sound basic at all, but we'll talk about that later. We've got people to save first. That's right, come with me, this way. Is fat, what? Get away from me. Is that the Petite Chow you're referring to, On? That's right, please help her. Oh my god, water droplets now the enemy!
Allow me! Incoming! Hey!
Ah, I'm saved. Wait, so Petite Chow is a finch? Petite Chow is Petite Chow. Regardless, it's good that you're well, Petite Chow. Allow me to introduce these two. Actually, I haven't asked you two your names. Tabor's the name. And Paimon's Paimon. Thank you, Knight Tabor, Squire Paimon. Squire? Squire Paimon, attend to my weapons. Yeah, you've got it all wrong. Paimon's no squire, she's Tabor's companion. Actually, wait a moment, your weapons need maintaining. Indeed, there's been a misunderstanding. We're companions, of course. Although I've indeed considered getting a squire in the past. Do you really want one? Seems like this journey has been pretty tough for you, huh? I see. My apologies, Paimon. I am Petit Chow, a member of the Narzen's Cruise adventure team. If not for your help, I might have... Well, Narcissus has girded his subordinates with the aegis of 4 Orthants, so our powers are unable to overcome them. That's how it is. But with you and your companion on our side, good knight, we shall have nothing to fear. The princess will be pleased. One moment. Who's this princess again? Also, what is this adventure team of yours, and what's going on with this Narcissus? Well, this is how things went. A long, long time ago, there was a kingdom of unparalleled gladness. The children and Princess Lyris lived happily together here. But later, the kingdom fell to the predations of Narcissus, a fell dragon who had designs on the princess and her treasures. Princess Lyris hid herself away in a high tower and entered a deep slumber. That is why we now name the kingdom Anapasis. Narcissus filled Anapasis with bitter waters. That which we just defeated was an evil being born from those waters, an entity that opposes the Reconquista. This time we attempted to infiltrate this place and rescue the princess while the dragon was absent. However, we ran into a great many foes, and ultimately we failed. But now that we have you and Paimon on our side, Tabor, we have nothing to fear. Moreover, we have a princess, a kingdom, and a wicked dragon. Tradition and the stories dictate that we must also have a knight. Yes, a mighty and righteous knight like you, Tabor. Stories? Paimon's not sure what you're going on about, but if it's dragons you want, Tabor's beaten them before. Really? You have? That did happen. More than once, in fact. Really? You're so strong. It is our great fortune to have met you, good knight Tabor. It seems that the time has come at last for the Reconquista. The N adventure team shall reclaim the realm and rescue Princess Lyris. Come on, Petit Chow. Let us do as we planned. First, let's get rid of all this foul water. I'll do my best. Alrighty. Yo, what? Ugh, all this water. Is this some kind of oceanic magic? Phew, the defensive power has weakened. There will also be less obstacles for us to fight from here on out. But this is so tiring. On, Tabor, let's go help your brother Al. Help my brother Al. Your brother? Is he another character? Well, Petit Chow and I can't be the only members of our team. We don't quite think that highly of ourselves. We certainly aren't as strong as you or Paimon. Al covered our escape when we retreated. Now that Narcissus' power is waning, let's go help him. Well then, let's go. Like, this water bubble is such a bother. Need to proceed carefully. What the fuck just happened? Something turning me into that? Oh, I see. I can't get hit. Gotta use the walls.
Just wait for it a little. Hold the line. Incoming.
Al, you're safe. I was so worried. Ah, my dear Petit Chow, and you too, An. We meet again at last. In those darkest of days, I thought of you and drew strength to fight on from those thoughts. Thank you, noble warriors. You have come forth to uphold the cause of justice. Why had I arms as slender as yours, I would tip my hat to honor you. There's no need to be so prim and proper. An introduces you to and Paimon to Al and explains what happened previously. But why is Finch's older brother a duck? Why a duck, you ask? Are such definitions important? I have a supple body and an iron will and webbed feet with which to tread water. All of these I am proud, and that is enough. And Petit Chow is Petit Chow. The sphere is the shape closest to perfection, and the most complicated of all shapes. I am most proud of my sister. Seriously, brother, what are you talking about? Actually, Tabor, what is Al talking about? It means that we shouldn't dwell too much on these details. We members of the N Adventure team are disparate. Disparate? I feel like it's desperate, but indeed. But we have one goal. We shall save Princess Lyris, and we shall defeat the fell dragon Narcissus. Well said. The person I am now knows only that the one who stands before me is a noble and a valiant knight who possesses the iron will needed to defeat Narcissus. That is enough for me. Usually the mightier the will, the larger the form needed to be its vessel, as it is in the case of Narcissus. This knight's stature is much like mine, and yet... seriously, the first and last thing Paimon understood here was Narcissus. You're always going on about Narcissus this and Narcissus that. But what is it, really? Look up above Princess Lyris' tower. That is Narcissus. Huh? That wasn't there before the water rose. Isn't that just an Oceanid? But that is the fell dragon Narcissus. The dragon who invaded the N Kingdom. And its wings are very huge and frightening. But it's an Oceanid, isn't it? Well, Tabor and Paimon, you have seen much. What then should a dragon look like? Well, if you're talking about dragons we fought before, they'd be... Mondstadt's Dvalin. What? Dvalin's a whole different story from Oceanids. Dvalin's super blue, his wings are huge, and he can fly. What? That's exactly like the fell dragon. No, we've definitely met other dragons before. Like Liwei's Ishtar, who became the embodiment of primal energies in Liwei's enemy? I see, so it was a being as evil as Narcissus then. No, not at all. How are they different? Narcissus represents primordial regression and aggregation, and is our foe. Well, but Ishtaha's from Liwei. That's a huge difference, right? No, we've definitely met other dragons before. Like Sumeru's Apep. A being whose true form cannot be grasped by humanity and who can summon all manner of servants. That does sound quite like Narcissus, inscrutable and a master of many servants. That must have been a grueling battle. Very impressive. Paimon's starting to get confused on what counts as a dragon. Categories are just a social construct. There is no objective meaning. Come on, that can't be right. How would we be able to communicate and understand in this world otherwise? I agree with the knight here. Our categories should not define our essence. Our purpose defines our essence. At this time, we are the heroes challenging the wicked dragon, and he is the wicked dragon. This is sufficient. This must be what Al means when he says a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. That is precisely the case, dear Petit Chow. Were you not called Petit Chow, you would still be my dearest younger sister. So long as that tower your princess sleeps in, the one lurking atop the tower is the fell dragon Narcissus, is that right? No, I fear as we have stated previously, he is not here now, which is why we were able to win our way here so easily. That up there is the dragon's hatred made manifest. That's so complicated, can't it just be an ordinary statue? Like, Narcissus commanding his underlings to make an image of him on the highest tower so as to show off his greatness and force all the people of the land to look upon him or something? Well, you actually make a reasonable point, Paimon, but if that was the case, then we should still have been able to see it before Petit Chow made the foul water disappear, right? But instead, Narcissus' evil has melded with the waters, which is why his wicked intent crystallized into the image once the waters were drained. Is that seriously how it happened? The fell dragon is truly terrifying. My talons hurt just looking at him. Well, we have our knight, Tabor, so we should be fine, even if he is present, yes? It'd be best if he wasn't home at all the same. Humility becomes a knight indeed. Let us move on. With you by our side, we have nothing to fear.
You give, you receive.
Jack. Jack. Thank goodness you're safe. As I thought, you were the ones who emptied the water out. Excellent, excellent. If I had hands like yours, yellow and white ones, I would be applauding already. Dear friend, show some respect. Petite Chow is doing her best. You are right, I suppose. She has done nothing wrong, ultimately. Forget it. The yellow and white ones here, who are they? Yellow and white? You mean us? Who else would I mean? Does Petite Chow look yellower to you? Or does An? Hey, you blue frog. Alright, Paimon, please don't be angry. Jack, this is Knight Tabor and Paimon. A knight, you say? Then I suppose this Paimon is the squire. Oh no, come on. Why does everyone call Paimon that? Paimon is no squire. Paimon is my companion. I see. Then you are not some minor feudal warrior. Not in the usual sense, anyway. Are you then some honorary knight? One with a title that comes with little benefit? Well, Tabor is an honorary knight, but she got it in Mondstadt for heroically doing battle with Storm Terror. Ah, then you are dutiful. You are a dutiful, capable warrior. Very good. In that case, welcome to Orchestra Jack. An orchestra? That's some kind of musical troupe? The name is merely an analogy. For we weave resistance like an orchestra in our struggle against Narcissus as we seek to rescue Ms. Lyris. Don't you mean Princess Lyris? That's right, isn't Lyris a princess? Well, both terms refer to the same person, but leaving that aside, we should... Listen well, the title princess is a rigid hierarchical term of address, a product of an oppressive system. It's a title whose merit is birth, not labor or wisdom. Here we go again. If the universe was a more rational one, there would be no gods, no kings, and certainly no princes or princesses. Nor would there be mystical powers that only a few may wield. Do you follow me thus far? There will always be those who desire special privileges. It is a deplorable state of affairs. This sounds really deep, but it's also confusing, Paimon. But not doing anything all day while being able to enjoy delicious sweet madams is pretty nice. Is there anything wrong with that? See, if there are some who will reap the benefits despite doing no labor, then there must be some who shall have to do more to compensate. Paimon lacks the strength for labor, thus such compensation is my obligation. It doesn't matter to me, Paimon's happiness is mine as well. Paimon hopes you can be happy too. Wait a minute. In that case, wouldn't Tabor be happy if she makes Paimon happy? Yeah, that means making Paimon happy more, or making Paimon happy more is good for you too. That's how this works, right? This has been an interesting conversation, but please allow me to interject. Dear Jack, good night. May we now begin discussing our next course of action, our rescue of Princess Lyris? Silencing voices you do not want to hear, I see. Oh, Tabor. Come see the repression inherent in the system. Help, help, Al's repressing me. Jack, you. Al isn't doing that. He's a good person. He wouldn't bully you. Ah, dear sister, please do not lose your temper over this. If you have more to say, Jack, why don't we find a corner and settle this like gentlemen, And trouble you all to stop for a second? Please, everyone, aren't we your comrades? We've all gathered here to rescue Princess or Ms. Lyris, after all. We count as such, I suppose. We shall cooperate, even though my final goal is to create a more beautiful world for Miss Lyris. Let us shake hands then, comrades. You have wings, I have webbed feet. If you think these apt replacements for hands, then we shall do so, comrade. Jack and Al shake hands awkwardly. If nothing else, they extend their wing and webbed foot and tap them together. Please get along with him, Al. Of course, dear sister, do not worry. We are united in one cause. Alright, now that the problem's solved. Problem? This is but the manifestation of a deeper issue. Jack, please. Okay, so what do we do next, On? Oh right. I almost forgot that we were here to save the princess. Why, I was starting to think that I'd brought such capable help along just to let them listen to two boys squabble. As for the situation, ask Al and Jack to explain. I need a moment to cool off. Anne's having a tough time too, huh? Jack, you... Paimon, don't. Is there anything I need to do? Allow me to speak first then. Honored Knight and Paimon, concerning the tower before us, Narcissus has been unable to overcome it. As such, the princess is still safe. At that time, when all seemed lost, the princess gave her greatest treasure to us, and that was the time that belonged to her. She gave you her what now? Time, you say? After she lost that time, the princess and the tower that she dwells in both fell into a stagnant, dreamless slumber. In remembrance of her, we named the fallen realm, the Anapasis. What does that mean? Because it has completely stagnated, Narcissus has also been unable to taint anything within. That's more or less the situation. What do you mean, more or less our situation? Firstly, how would someone give anyone else their time? But it is true, Princess Lyris did share her time with us. Narcissus would constantly plot to invade, but with the time she gave us, we became far stronger. For example, my brother Al can usually only defeat one foe at a time, but with more time, he can vanquish 4 or even 5 at one go. A most vivid example. Thank you for your explanation, dear Petit Chow. Well, I hope you understand now, Tabor, Paimon. Not at all, in fact. Yeah, how do you even give your time to other people? These details matter. Is this not similar to how feudal nobles would hire sharecroppers? Sharecroppers? How do those things even connect? Are you trying to say that exchanging time for pay is a form of giving your time to others? Only a very small part of the wealth a sharecropper creates will belong to him. If this is understood and regarded as normal by all, then what is there about this situation that is hard to comprehend? Like, you got Paimon. You're debating with an Oceanid. There's too much oddity at play here. Let's just leave this aside for now. That's true. Alright, Paimon totally gets it. Narcissus has spent long years since searching for the princess's treasure. Only its power can cause time in the tower to flow again, and only then will its locked gates open. Thus he summoned waters brimming with wicked intent to drown the kingdom and create underlings unnumbered and many magical devices besides. All this was done to hunt us and adventure team members down and seize the treasure that should have been in our hands. Wait, should have? Before, we had another older brother. Nay, in those terrifying days he took the treasure and fled alongside us. He dissolved into the waters while covering us. I miss him so much. We were very good friends. I hate the dragon, even though I know that these feelings are not good, but I miss Nay. He was like my real brother, just like Al. We're sorry for your loss. But if that's the case, how are we supposed to save Princess Lyris? This treasure has sealed the tower, and it can only be opened up with said treasure. Well, when they, how do I put this? While they were consolidating our rear lines, we of Orchestra Jack obtained some key intelligence that has allowed us to ascertain the treasure's location. Really, you have? Of course, it is right over there. Huh? In the sky? As in the water in the sky? Before Nay dissolved, he used the last of his strength to purify a patch of water in the firmament. It was there that he hid the treasure. What an irony. It seems that Narcissus has gotten too used to looking down upon the citizenry below, and has not been in the habit of looking up. And there, the treasure has been hidden all along. I see. Well, it does sound like something Nay would come up with. How do we get up there, though? Could Petite Chow and Al take us up there? Very imaginative idea, but unfortunately impractical. If we go up there, we should find a small fountain full of magic. Options may open to us once we reach it. Feeling better now, Han? Thank you, Paimon, but you need not worry. We must destroy the 3 bubble formations set up by Narcissus before we head up. What are those exactly? They are underhanded contraptions powered by Hydrograna that can bombard intruders from a great distance. Perhaps you might have already seen one on the way here. Han speaks true. The road ahead will be vastly more perilous if we do not first destroy those formations. Kate should have been in charge of eliminating them before we attacked, but it seems that he might have been smashed into sea foam already. Don't say that. We should be hoping that he made it. He is our comrade in the end, isn't he? In that case, our next task is the destruction of the bubble formations. After that, let's go to the small fountain and see what we find there. In that case, leave it to Tabor. From what Petite Chow and Al have said, it seems like only her attacks will work. Oh. Paimon didn't mean to put you down. You guys have been fighting Narcissus and trying to save Princess Lyris for so long. But just leave this to, this bit to Tabor, alright? Alright, leave it to me. You all have my thanks. Alright, in that case, let me lead the way. Like a waypoint or something down here, lol. I already got it. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there for now, guys. I'm like extremely hot. There's something I want to do. I should probably do. But I might be back. I'll probably be back actually. But I'm gonna hope it's cooled down a little bit because it's really hard to stream while I'm sweating like crazy. And it doesn't help that my computer's working extra hard, so it's making it even hotter in here. So yeah, guys, I'll be back in probably a little bit.